Yo, 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 what's okay, cool, sorry, my bad. My name is Menace, short for Menace Katlunga, whatever, man. Uh, cool. So, another day, you all will see me grind again. Hold on, I'm just adjusting my OBS, because you gotta. Okay, cool. So, the agenda The agenda is to give you all a glimpse into what I do every day or what I've been doing for the past few months, maybe. So I wake up, I hit the gym, I take a shower, change, and directly come into this conference room where I will grind. That's all there is to it. Nothing fancy, nothing yeah, there's nothing fancy to it. Just good old grind. Cool. So, man, man, what a fucking day. Let's. So here's the plan. What we'll do is we'll do like 30 minutes, or yeah, we'll do like 30 minutes of coding, then maybe 5 minutes of break, again 30 minutes of coding, then 5 minutes of break, and then, or we could do like 40 minutes, 45 minutes of coding, and then 5 minutes of break, again 45 minutes coding, 5 minute break, or something of that sort, maybe. Yeah, that works. And then in every break we'll just randomly browse through shit, keep ourselves motivated. This is fucking painful, not gonna lie. There's no fun in this. Life life is fucking boring. Okay, cool. So let's see, what can we work on today? We're gonna close Pinterest. That's just where I had some. Okay, this is just screw this file, new. Yeah, this is good. So let's start a timer, 20-minute timer. So the problem is this timer never really. Shut the fuck up! I didn't ask you to start. Okay, so the problem is this timer never really works. Like, sure, it works, but it never really rings. Like, there's no point in setting a timer if it's not gonna make any sound, right? So that's the problem with this timer. Not gonna lie, pretty shitty timer. Pretty shitty timer. We'll reset this real quick, and we'll just start. 1, 2, 3, go. Cool. Q to I. A complex number can be represented as real plus imaginary. We know what real is, we know what imaginary is, so we already have the range of real and imaginary. I square is -1. Given two complex numbers, num1 and num2, as strings, return the string of complex numbers that represents their multiplication. Alright, so we know that there's always going to be two numbers, and that's all there will be to it. What else do we have? What questions can we ask the interviewer? We already know the range. Then what else do we have? We have a form, a real plus imaginary I. Cool. Return a string of complex numbers that represents their multiplication. Okay, so we have to return a string rather than a. Interesting. Okay. Okay, cool. What constraints can I ask for? Because I already have constraints on the range, the real and imaginary part. It's gonna be minus 100 to 100. And okay, there are no constraints even here, so there's nothing to ask the interviewer. So you could just perhaps start. Uh, Given, cool. So we have a plus ib and c plus id, for example. What will their multiplication look like? So it's simply gonna be abi plus oh, what am I doing? Sorry, it's gonna be ac plus adi plus cbi plus I square bd, sorry, bdi square. So this is usually what we get. Now these two numbers are gonna be real, and the middle part is gonna be an unreal or imaginary number. So the simplest strategy that I can think of is I have been given these two numbers, so I parse them, I split them by the plus sign, and that separates it into a real and complex number. So I'm assuming that this is always going to be the form. There will be a real, there will be an imaginary, and there will be a sign I. I only need these numbers, right? So what do I need? I need four products. I need an AC. I need AD plus CB, and I need a DB, right? These are the three things that I need. This will automatically have a negative sign because, actually this will not have a negative sign. This will have whatever sign the multiplication uses. So the sum in between, the symbol in between can be something weird, right? Now let's see. 1 can also be a negative number, right? Like it can also be a negative 1. It can also be a negative n, whatever. So we, even though we do like a split on plus, we can't essentially say that's all you're gonna get, right? Like parsing the number is probably gonna be one of the challenges here. So this is straightforward. So if this example, we just get 1 minus 1, so it becomes 0, and 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1, so 2i. This is the output. Now that's all they did. What happens in this question, right? I have 1 plus of minus 1. Oh, okay, so I'll always have this. So this thing could be, so I can always reliably split on plus, because then I'll have just minus 1 here, and this is just 1 times 1, 1 times minus 1, minus 1 times 1, minus 1 times minus 1, 1 times square, so minus 1, 1 is 0, and the middle part is just minus 2. So if it's minus, okay, so the output format is always going to be the same. So it's just going to be I plus and some I, and we gotta just fill in these numbers here real quick, right? That's all you gotta do. Cool. So let's begin, right? So we gotta first parse each number. So I'm gonna say num1 dot split on, say, plus. We know there has to be a plus, right? And this is gonna give us like a left half and like a right half, right? So I'm gonna be like L comma R equals, okay, I'm gonna call num1L and num1R, right? Or I could just follow this convention, and I could be like A and B is this, right? And we know that C and D is gonna be just num2 dot split, but we're not done here, right? We have to get the sign of a, right? So if len a equals 2, then okay, not 2, my bad. This is not how we check it. If a of 0 equal to negative, this is like going to be just like a negative sign. A equals minus 1 times int of a, right? This is how we do it. So this should parse my a. Next we should do the same with b, right? So if my b is something of this sort, then we simply do a -1 and like a b. So we get their signs. I'm gonna do the same for c and d. So c, d, and c here again. So these should give me my parsed numbers, right? Now what I need to do is I know I need an AC, right? So I know I need like an AC. So I'm just gonna be like AC equals A times C, right? I then need AD plus CB. So AD CB equals A into D plus C into B, right? And then we finally need DB. So DB equals D into B, right? This is what we have. Now what I need to do simply is answer should be simply f of like an f string of AC, right? Plus oh, hold on. So we know we always have to sum up AC plus BD, right? We always got to sum up AC plus DB, AC plus DB. And here we got to do ADCB, right? And we return our answer. And now let's just quickly check if there are any mistakes in the code. So if I do a hand run of this, if I do a hand run of, say, the second one seems a bit more challenging. It says my A is 1, my B is minus 1i. Oh, so this is another issue, right? So B and D should always be from 1 to -1. We gotta exclude the last element because it's gonna say I, right? We can't do that. So B is now gonna be 1, -1. So this is how this would work. A is not -1. Oh, so you see there's a problem. Else, so we did not do A equals int of A, right? So if it's not a negative number, you just got to do A equals int of A. There's a good chance that this will also not be a negative number, so we just got to do else b equals int of b minus 1, right? Everything till b minus 1, and the same thing follows here. So this was like an obvious oversight. We kind of missed that this was something that we got to do. We'll take this and do the same for D, right? So there is some weird thing that I did here. D, it should be B rather than D, so that's good, right? So A and B are in place. Now what do we need to put in place again? We need to do this 1 and -1. We have 1, so C equals 1, D equals -1. This should be parsed correctly. And now we have AC, which is 1, plus we have AC plus DB. So DB is, what is DB? DB is -1 times -1, right? but we gotta also do this, multiply this by -1 because I square is -1. So we forgot about this one. Into -1. -1 equals I square. So we had forgotten about this part. So we now have this. And finally, so this essentially should give us 1 plus -1, which is 0. And then we have in the very middle, we have AD into CB, right? So we have AD into CB. So AD is -1 times CB is also -1. Oh, sorry, is it AD? Is it AD into CB? It is AD into CB. Okay, that's pretty good. Interesting. Did I get this wrong? Hold on. So A gets multiplied by, if I have this, so AC CB, right? CB, did we do a CB? So C into B is -1. Oh, is it -1 plus -1? My bad. It's plus rather than multiplication. It's plus, sure. So this gives me a -2. And if I insert -2 over here in this, it's just gonna give me an I at the end, and it should return the expected answer. It should just insert it here, right? So let's try to run this, see if this works. So this worked, right? Are there any edge cases? Let's see what happens if, so it's gonna be something, all of them are gonna be valid numbers. What can something crazy happen at the very boundaries? What if I have like 100? Have I done something? What if the number is 0? 0 would still work. Can there just not be any number? Can there ever be no complex numbers, right? But we know that the format is this. We're always going to have some real and some imaginary I. So we know that the format's going to work. So what if we submit this? There could be some edge cases, but I'm just blind to it maybe. Okay, it worked. But here's the thing. I am only beating 13%, which is kind of wild. What if I submit again? It's still beating only 8%. So there is a faster way to do this, I believe. Let's see. I know that, well, how do we speed it up? Is there something that we are missing here that's kind of like, so I know splitting is important. Splitting is inevitable. Let's see submissions, right? What does the fastest solution do? A split, exactly what we thought we should do. So S0, S1, this, interesting. So hold on. So one thing that I kind of realize is that maybe, oh, this is such a simplification. Like I did not have to handle this case explicitly because it would have taken care of itself, right? So I should have just done this, right? And this should have also worked ideally. That's what I kind of see. This should have worked. This should have worked, is what I'm getting. Like I did not have to worry about the sign because I'd always get the sign, right? And if I submit this again, there's not going to be much difference, honestly. But still, okay, I'm still doing 40 milliseconds. There is just someone who's doing 24 milliseconds. They're just doing parsing the complex and real. Okay, there's nothing different going on, but fine. We've completed this. But here's the thing, right? Why did I not do this in a single go? We gotta figure that out. So we know we did it in what? How long? It took us like, okay, pause, restart. We did it in like 17 minutes. This was supposed to be a medium, but we did it, I don't know, this felt like an easy, but whatever. So let's see. One, mistakes, none. Why did I get stuck? Slash, why was I slow? Cool. Hold on. Cool. So it's like not just why did I get stuck or why was I slow. So one, okay, when I did a dry run, I realized that there were a few cases that I had not handled, which were, so some cases that I did not handle, -1 for -1 for I square. B was I did not right away handle okay, I did not handle integer conversion completely in the first try. C, I did not handle integer conversion. What else did I not do well? What else did I not do well? I forgot the I square condition. Only remembered it when I did a dry run. So dry run is very important, right? So if you don't do a dry run, you're gonna get fucked. Gotta do a dry run. Anyways, so that one's solved. Let's move ahead. Let's try a few more questions. Okay. What else do we can? What can we do today? Let's try this maybe. Did we do split linked list in Parquet? We did it the last time. So I wasted time in the wrong solution, which is kind of bad, right? This is not good. That was fine. Let's see. Let's try questions that we had done before maybe. Yeah, let's just try classic questions. I hope I hope I didn't see it. Hopefully I didn't see it. Even if I did, now screw it. Let's see, screw it. Delete. So, starting this again. 1, 2, 3. Start. Cool. So, let's see. Q to I. Right. So this is one. Given a string S, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. Okay. Okay, so let's see. 82. 82. Okay. What the fuck, bro? Man, this is tiring. This is fucking tiring. Sorry, my bad. I forgot the timer was on. So, given a string S, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. Okay. Cool. And without repeating characters. Okay. Without. Cool. So, question to interviewer Len S. फिर Yeah, that's all I need to ask. Like, how many characters do you have? Um, yeah. Okay, sure, that's fine. I don't care. Digit symbols, that should be okay. So we know that this is 0 to 5 into 10 power 4, right? So, let's see. Longest substring without repeating characters. So one approach I have is just doing like a brute force approach where I first set a pointer I on character A, and then I keep checking all uh, substrings essentially, and keep counting if the number of characters in that substrings are unique. If that works, I'll be like, hey, uh, that will be a pretty bad quadratic space solution, so we don't want that. Uh, so let's see if we can do something faster. We know there is ABC, AB, CBB. I know that the answer is ABC. Right now, can I somehow reuse the computation that I had done before? Like, can I somehow solve it using dynamic programming and use like an optimal subproblem, right? So let's see, S for example is gonna be ABC, ABC, BB. Okay, what if I do f of n equals some value, and say f of n is just like some index n, like string till that particular index? What happens if I add f of n plus 1, right? Suppose in this string I have this value v as the longest uh, substring without repeating characters, and if I do c, if I look at the previous characters, so if I have a character say c, right, what does that mean? The longest is either going to be the length of c, that is just 1, or uh, whatever I had before c, like whatever was the longest in the previous subarray, and say that the current c is not a so since these are like substrings, I can say that I will record the longest substring formed at the nth position. So for example, at b, suppose the longest substring, non-repeating substring was say CAB, for example. I don't know, could be CAB. So this dude said it's 3, right? And now you simply, if this dude says it's 3, I simply say that, okay, when I add my nth string, I will just check if the window for 3 has anything that is repeated by C. If it is repeated, I know I cannot count it, right? I cannot count it because this is no longer a substring. So at C, the longest substring is pretty bad. Okay, so one strategy that I'm thinking of is, man, I'm fucking tired. Fucking tired, not gonna lie. Very tired, bro. But let's do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. I see there, people. Okay, hold on. Man, fucking tired. Not sure if I can focus well, but guess we gotta do it. Guess we gotta do what we gotta do, bro. What the frick, bro? Okay, sorry, my bad. I was distracted a little bit. But okay, so substring without repeating characters, right? So say A says, hey, I don't have anyone, so I'm just gonna be myself. B says, hey, you know what? It's either myself or I will check if I get repeated in your neighbors, right? And B checks that C is by itself. So B says, hey, you know what? Works for me. Now C comes and says, hey, you know what? You know what? I am by myself, either that or I'll check how many ever neighbors you have. So she checks in B's neighbors. It's like, cool. Now A comes and says, hey, you know what? I am either by myself or I'm going to check myself into your neighbors. And A keeps going back, A keeps going back, it keeps going back. It checks till C, it checks till B, and then it finds A, and it's like, man, fuck you, fuck you. So the moment A finds like some index where it finds itself again, it's gonna be like, nah, hell nah, we gotta stop this bitch right here. So A marks itself as 3. It's like, hey, the max I can do is 3. Then B comes. B is like, hey, you know what? I'm either by myself or I can just check back. It's gonna be 3. C comes, hey, I'm by myself. I'm gonna check back. So B comes, I'm either by myself. I gotta keep checking all your stuff. And so there's no optimal sub problem here, right? I mean, kind of there kind of is. There kind of is, but that's the strategy that I'm gonna go with. So let's just code this strategy up. Uh, let's just code the strategy up. So I'm just gonna call it dp equals 0 into len of s, right? This is how we do it. And len of s. Now what we'll do is dp of 0 is gonna be s of I. So we know that s can be of length 0. So if len of s equals 0, return a 0, because we know there's nothing in there. So for I in range 1 to len s, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do, just for the sake of cleanliness. Now I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? For all of these numbers, I wanna fill my dp. I know that dp of 0 is always gonna be 1. It's not gonna be this, it's just gonna be 1. And now what we're gonna do is dp of I is either gonna be a max of 1. It's like either I am by myself or this is like a 2D loop, of course, but I know it's a substring. It's got to be a substring, right? So it's gotta keep looking backwards, right? So for j in range the range I, right? So j in range of I. So I'm gonna start with 1. Actually, I'm gonna start with I minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, right? So you keep going backwards, or I could just say like j equals I minus 1, right? While s of j not equal to s of I, right? So I'm on the ith character, which is, say, I'm on A right now, while s of j is not equal to s of I. L equals temp L equals 0, right? So temp L plus equals 1, and what will happen is, so if my I is at A, J starts with C, and it says, hey, you know what, so J should probably do this. It starts with 1, so it's 1 counting itself. Then it looks back, hey, it says if s of j, which is I minus 1, is it equal to s of I? It is not. So we do a j minus equal 1. J moves back again. Okay, and j greater than equal to 0, right? That's the max j is allowed to go. All right, so that's what we do, and we just say temp L, right? And what we have to do is we got to return a max of dp, right? Now let's try to hand run this. Let's try to do a dry run. So my dp is initially gonna be like an empty thing. It's gonna be 1 0. Okay, so there's 1 3 4 5 6 7 8. So there are 8 0 0 0 0 0 0. So these are like 8 numbers. Now these are my 8 numbers. My I is pointing to B, J is pointing to A, temp is 1 right now, so it's going to be max of 1 or 1, and then since I know that J is J is just, let's just use numbers instead of this, so it's going to be 1, this is going to be 0, and J is greater than this, so temp has been incremented to 2, right? And then max of 1 and 2 is going to be 2, right? So this is 1. Then we go to, can we decrement J further? We cannot, so we exit this. We go to the next thing. This is 2, this is going to be 1, and then we check if temp was again 1, so we check if C is equal to B. No, it's not, so temp becomes 3, and then it keeps going on like this. If the length is 0, we return a 1. What happens if length is 1? Does this algorithm work if the length is 1? This exits 1, so this loop never runs. Should run. Let's see. This is what I would say is my solution. Output is 5, and I gave a 3. Why did I give a 3 here? So let's hand run this. We kind of screwed this one up real bad. So okay, 0 0 0 0 0. Cool. 1 0. Temp is 1, right? Actually, I'm just gonna like print my dp since I'm debugging. I know this won't be something I'll have the luxury to do in an interview, I know that, but when I did a 1, this made sense, this dude understood the assignment, this makes sense, right? But for K oh, okay, I see. So oh, I see now. So we had this one condition that temp cannot increment beyond this window size, right? It should not be okay, sorry, and J should be less than. Okay, so okay, I kind of get it. I kind of made a blunder here. I should have only checked for the previous letters window, right? So I do J equals I minus 1, right? And J is equal to I minus 1. So I know that J is I minus 1. So instead of doing this, I could perhaps do like a while loop for I, okay, for J in range of 1, sorry, uh, I minus 1, right? Then um, I minus 1 I minus of nums, sorry, I minus 1 of dp of I minus 1. So if my I is, for example, for A, for C, I know the answer is 3. So for 3C, I know the answer is 3. So for 4, index 4, 4 minus uh, I minus 1, dp of I minus 1 is 3. So 4 minus 3 is 0. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 0. This should be perhaps minus 1. And yeah, minus 1. So you keep decrementing by 1. This is the last thing that you visit. And then if break, okay, and if these two characters are not the same, you keep incrementing your temp like this, right? And then let's see if this makes any difference. Why does this not work as expected? So this says it just has 1. This dude should just say I have 1. So this W, this PW, right? What if I make this 0? Is no, that's not 0 is not gonna work. So it should essentially okay. Else we should break this rather than allowing it to continue. Right? This is how it should work. And this ideally should make everything work. This is again not the most optimal solution. We will probably need to find something more optimal. So we were able to beat only like 14% of people, and we took up all 20 minutes. This is kind of bad. This is pretty bad. And this in general, I would not call this a DP solution. I mean, it is somewhat using it, but it's like a two-dimensional DP. So this is not a good solution. Oh, so the thing is, there are problems with this, that I had to print things, right? That is not a good way to solve solutions. Like, I should not have had to print this. Let's see if there was a cleverer solution that I had done previously in life. This is July 1, which took just 48 milliseconds. Let's see, how did that work? You created a set. If E is seen, okay. If E is in scene, stop this. Whatever, bro. We solved it, but this was not the most optimal solution, which is kind of sad. It is kind of sad. If E is seen, while E is seen, we remove. So this is like windowing. This is like solved using some two windows, right? So it said that, hey, you know what? You keep going forward till add everything to a scene queue. As soon as you see something is in scene, the scene part is gonna be a hash, right? The scene part is gonna be a hash. So that's essentially how they did it. Okay, so this is again my old solution. So you know what? Let's just rewrite our solution real quick. This was meh, but scene is gonna be a set, right? And for IDX, and element in enumerate of s, right? Can we do enumerate of s? I wonder. I think it should be something that we should be able to do. I don't know, man. Cool. I think it should work anyways. If E in scene, right? If E is in scene, this means that particular number has been added, right? So if a number has not been seen, I keep incrementing it, right? So while so if E is seen, I just need to get rid of, I need to increment my index till that number is, that E is not in scene. So while E in, so okay, hold on. So I add A, I add B, I add C. It keeps getting added. I've seen A, B, C, I see A. I say, hey, I've seen A. So what does that mean? It means that, hey, there is something in my substring that is seen, right? The moment I see this, I know that I can eliminate everything from the left hand side till I reach a string that is not containing this. So I'll be like, hey, okay, while if E is in scene, okay, so while E in scene, right? Scene dot remove, so some left pointer will keep, right? Scene dot remove s of L plus equals 1, right? And then I'll be like, hey, scene dot add of E, right? I'll just say scene dot add of E, and then is equals 0, right? I'll say ans equals max of ans versus len of ans, return ans. Cool. I know I should be dry running this. I'm just like tired, honestly. Oh my god, dude, len of scene. Yeah, my bad. I don't know, man. Yeah, whatever. So longest substring without repeat characters, we just gotta use. Okay, so first of all, instead of directly jumping to like dynamic programming, what we could perhaps do is like we could perhaps like try to do we could try to do some sliding window sort of thing before that happens, and fine. So okay, let's note this down. Why did we fuck this up? No mistakes. Oh, okay. No mistakes? No, there were so many mistakes. One mistake was forgot about window. Forgot about an iteration constraint, right? So I know that I gotta be better at had to use a print statement to debug v bad. That's fine, that's bad, but whatever. Why did I get stuck? Why did I get slow? I gave a non-optimal solution because I tried DP. Anyways, that's all the time we can spend on this, so that's fine. Let's try longest palindromic substring. Screw this. Few. I kind of saw it, not gonna lie. But whatever, right? Whatever. There are some questions that I've already solved, but I'm trying to do it again from scratch. Cool. So I'm starting the timer now. Question to the interviewer: longest palindromic substring, right? We already have these, so I'm gonna be skipping. That's fucking fine. Now. Let's see. We have the simplest solution that I can think of is I iterate through all possible substrings in n square time, and I count the length of the largest one. So it would essentially be answer equals, say, some 0 for I in range len s, for j in range 1, say like a len s, right? If s of I to j equals s of I to j minus 1, ans equals max of ans len of s of I j, and so this is like an n squared time complexity solution. Could be wrong, I don't know. Oh, we don't want the number, we want the answer. Okay. Yeah, if len ans shorter than, yeah, whatever. Oopsie. Yeah, whatever, bro. That's a mistake. I should read the outputs very carefully. I should not just be doing this, but sure. That was first. Now we will try to solve it with dynamic programming. We will create a grid, right? We'll create a grid like this. Oh yeah, we'll create a grid which is C, B, B, D, and we'll click C, B, B, D, right? And now what we'll do is, okay, so I know the diagonals are always going to be of length 1, right? Because every diagonal is just going to be like a, so here's the thing, like we're doing this because we know we want to do like combinations, right? Now what about B and D, right? What about B and D? We can say that B and D, if we check the characters at index I and index j, right? If I check characters at index I and index j, I can be like, hey, if I check the index at character I and j, say I iterates like this and j iterates like this. If I check the characters at I and j and I say that, hey, both of them are the same, we just want to store if that particular substring is a substring rather than the length of the substring. So I say that, hey, is B and D a substring? It's not, right? So how do I check if B and D is a substring? I just check if the characters match, right? If the characters do match, BB is like a palindrome, right? So for example, I go to BB, and I check if the so if I go here, I check that, hey, you know what, is B and B, are B and B the same characters? And I'll say yes they are. Yes they are the same characters. If they are the same characters, then it means that okay, it's potentially a palindrome. It's potentially a palindrome. If everything in between of them is also a palindrome, right? So it means that, hey, you know what? It's a palindrome. I'll probably do like Babard, maybe, for example. Like Babard is just this. Right? B, A, B, A, D. Right? So this is how I do it. And now the thing is, B and B is going to be a palindrome, we know that. Now say A and A, right? So we come to this point, right? A and A, so this is some value x, and now we say that, hey, if this diagonally opposite thing is also 1, then it means that it's a palindrome. Then it means it's a palindrome. Cool. This is how I do it. Cool. So L equals len s. If L equals 0, oh, so it's never going to be 0. Fine, right? dp is equal to 0 for range L. This is how my dp would look. Now for I in so we want to go bottom up, right? So I'm just going to be like, hey, L minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. We want to go from bottom to up. And for j in range I to L, this is how we do it. If I equals j, for example, dp of I, which is the row, and j gotta be 1, else if s of I equal to s of j, right? If s of I is equal to s of j, and so all characters of length 1 are already covered by this condition, and dp of I minus 1, right? Okay, I plus 1, so the next row, and j minus 1 equal 1s, then it means it's a palindrome. And what we do is dp of I j, we say, hey, this is a palindrome, bro. This is a palindrome. And then our answer is going to be like an empty string, right? If length of answer is smaller than length of s of I to j, answer is going to be s of I to j, and we got to return our answer, right? We got to return our answer at the very end. So let's quickly try to run this thing, right? Let's see. So it's going to start with I equals 4 and d equals 4. So this is skipped. It just marks it as 1. Then it's going to go to I equals 3, j equals 3. Yeah, j equals 3. Since this is 1, it sets it as 1. Now j becomes 4. So this, we are in this spot. Now we check if I and j are equal. It's not. Now we check if s of I equals s of j. Is it? No, it's not. So it remains 0. We skip this. Now we reach I equals 2, j equals 2. So this becomes 1. J equals 3. which is this became 0. This is where we are at right now, and we check if D is, so we check if I of 2, which is 0 1 2, so if is B equals to A, 0 1 2 3. No, hold on, so we did this, right? This had become 4 now, so we check if this is now, so this became a 0. Now we came here, right? We came here, we did we came to 1, we came to 1, this worked, this became 2, so we did A and B, right? Is A equal to B? No, it's not, so it became 0, right? Now we came to B, so this became 3, so 0 1 2, so sorry, this became 4, so this was also 0. Or this became, we are on here, right? So it says, hey, A is equal to A, so it's like, okay, cool. So it started from A is equal to A, so it started from S of I, that is 1 to 4, so 0 1, so this 1 2 3, sorry, this is going to be 3, right? A B C, so this should ideally be like 3 plus 1, right? Because yeah, we gotta get the string like this rather than, because J is not inclusive. So if I run this, the case 1 works, we get ABA, ABA, right? Why does this not work? CBB, let's try CBB real quick. So CBBD, of course, because it's like just C, B, B, and D. Yeah, we'll get rid of this shit. And we'll start with I equals 0 1 2 3. J is also 3. So these are all ones, right? So when there are just 2 of these, right? So this is going to be 0, of course. We come here, which is B and B. So we know that this condition is satisfied, and we try to check for something below this, right? So we try to check for something below this. So I can just simply do something like this. So I can be like, hey, this, or in a very special case, len of S of I, say J plus 1 equals to, if it's just 2 characters next to each other, it's gonna be a substring, right? It's gonna be a substring. So this should fix it. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, my bad. And if I submit this, who knows? Is it gonna fail on me? If the most simple case, I fucked it up for the most simple case, really? Come on, dude. Yeah, I think I should have just like, best to say that, okay, in the worst case we'll have something, but that's, again, this is still not a very clean answer. not a very clean answer. That could be something that is fucking it up real bad in the future. I mean, we did it, but let's see what was my previous answer that actually had really good score. So if length of I is 1 or this is 2, so if oh okay, so this one thing did help figuring this out. Or dp of I equal to 1. Okay, so these or this is 1, this is fine. What is the fastest solution that people have done, right? There's some interesting solution. So if n is, wait, what? Okay, there's some expansion logic. So okay, hold on, let's see the solutions. Let's stop the, okay, so we did it in 15 with a lot of mistakes, of course, which is not good. I'll probably like spend some more time, like maybe, how many questions did we do? Did we do like 3? Cool, we gotta do one more after this and then we'll just take a break, I guess, because we gotta do like 30-minute break ideally, but yeah, we've gone way past 30 minutes. Let me go check my stream real quick. Am I not live streaming, bro? I'm live streaming. Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly close the stream browser. Just gonna check here. Seems live. Whatever, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna be back in a few seconds. Just checking my content. So there is one live thing that I see, which is what I was expecting to see here, right? There's no way. There's no way. View channel. I think, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, we've gone way past 30 minutes. Let me go check my stream real quick. Okay, cool. I was just checking if the live stream is streaming things properly, and it is. We've just done like okay, cool. So closing this and I'll bring up the browser again. Where is the browser? Where is OBS? Okay, cool. Boo! We back, baby. We back, baby. We back, baby. Baby, we back. Baby, we back. We back, baby. Baby, we back, baby. Sorry, I'm just kind of doing stupid shit. Sorry. So let's see why this solution is faster. I'm wondering if someone gave like a good solution. No, I don't want brute force. Why do people? God, dude. Expand around center. This is an interesting approach. Intuition. To enumerate all palindromic strings of a given string, we first expand a given string at each possible starting position of a palindrome and also at each possible ending position of a palindrome and keep track of the length of the longest in. Okay, fine. Approach. You observe that palindrome mirrors around its center. Therefore, a palindrome can be expanded from the center, and there are only 2n-1 such centers. Fair. The reason is the center of a palindrome can be in 2 letters. Okay, sure. Okay, cool. Should take n or rather than n squared. So okay, I get it. So even the DP approach was just n squared rather than n, so that's kind of bad. So what we did was expand from center, while left is greater than 0 and the right is this. So okay, hold on. So max string is the 0th string for now, and I did this. Odd is expanding it from center I. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Brother. അതേണോ ചൂട് കയറുതാ. Millennium. Whatever, bro. Cool. So we expand it for the center. So we pass in an index. And okay, I need to understand this better, to be honest. I'm gonna be very honest, bro. We gotta get this. You know, to get this shit right, bro. I get it. Do I get it? I don't really get it honestly. Okay, so even odd is just expanding from I to I. Even is just expanding these two, and so you expand. If these two are the same, you keep expanding, and same goes with even. That's it. That's really it, bro. What the Sigma, bro? Cool. Let's try to do even odd as well because that seems like the better way of doing it. If it's just one, then it's just one, bro. What the fuck, bro? Okay, while I greater than equal to 0 and j less than equal to L and s of equal to s of j I minus equals 1 j plus equals 1 return s of I से लेके j तक रिटर्न करना है okie dokie. Oh, it should be odd. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. If an answer is smaller than odd, is this how you want me to do it? No, it failed. It Let's see, I did some fuck up with indexing. I know. Is this what you want me to do, Daddy? Is this what you want me to do, Daddy? Daddy, come on, Daddy. Solutions. And cool. What was the submission issue? It motherfucker index out of range, bro. What the frick, bro? We know it's going from I to length of s minus 1, which is good. This is good. Oh my god, bro. This is fucking annoying, bro. 92%. There's so many mistakes. Fucking tiring, bro. Shit's fucking tiring, bro. Cool. So, did we do like, how many did we do? Let's just go and check. How many questions did we do? 9, not 9 submissions. 1, 2, 3. We did 3 of these. So we need to do 4. And then we'll like take a break, I guess. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, what am I doing, bro? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Eat better, not stand. Eat tea. What does that mean, bro? What does that mean, bro? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. What does gray code mean? I'm gonna do something easier, which is subsets, because I keep forgetting this bitch. No, I don't wanna see this. I don't wanna see this. I don't wanna see this. Yeah. Just gonna create subsets and return it. I guess that's a pretty easy question, yeah. Oh my god, bro. Bro, come on, bro. Maybe I should take a few minutes break or something. Man, I need to start open my eyes and stuff. Hold on, real quick check. Okay, cool. So, we're back. Subsets, right? Man's got right dumb subsets. Let me see. I could start the timer. I don't want to start the timer because I don't want to like do. Yeah, I just don't want to do any sort of like writing as of now. You know what? Fuck it. I'm taking a break. But the break has to be a productive break, you know. Can't take like a random ass break. I gotta take a productive break. That's what I gotta do. Gotta check out some news, I guess. No. OpenAI chain of thought models, cool. What is Annapurna Interactive, bro? No. Bro, where is the OpenAI thing, bro? There is no way it has fallen this far down. There is no way. There is no way it fell this far below. How is this on this page, bro? This was one of the most viral articles. Did they just rank it below so that they don't have to? Okay. I don't want to upvote anyone. I just thought it collapses the discussion in some way. Here's the thing, maybe that's the funny thing about AI and intelligence is that eventually we'll run into a proof that just says, hey, even if you achieve super intelligence, it's gonna need thinking, it's gonna need exponential, it's gonna need unreasonable amount of time to think. Maybe humans are like some sort of intelligence complete. It's just that we are in general thinking machines. That's all, maybe. Hmm. Sure. Sure. Human beings low-key smart. Sure, of course. That's stupid. It's bad that they want to reveal the chain of thought. Whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Okay. It's like 10 right now, I guess. Wanna be a host. Fucking sleep deprived. Not gonna lie, bro. Okay. Sure, sure, sure. What is Annapurna Gaming? Sure. Annapurna kinda goes bad. Sure. Okay, let's check this out. There's a lot to understand about these models. They're not as simple as the next step up from GPT-4o. Instead, introducing some major trade-offs in terms of cost and performances in exchange of improved reasoning capabilities. Okay, kill. OpenAI's elevator pitch is a good starting point. We developed a new series of AI models designed to spend more time thinking for. Models is a specialized extension of chain of thought. Things check we added when exploring. Okay. Huh. The through representation learning owner learns to own its chain of thought and refine the strategies that he uses. It learns to recognize and correct its mistakes. It learns to break down tricky steps into simpler ones. It learns to try a different approach when the current one isn't working. The process dramatically improves the model's ability to reason effectively. This means that model can better handle significantly more complicated prompts where the good results require backtracking and thinking beyond the next token prediction. Sure. Totally like the term thinking because I don't think it's a robust definition in the context of LLMs, but OpenAI have committed to using it and I think it does do an adequate job. Okay, fair. Chat completion, but you can only use, but you can only send user an assistant message. Okay, no streaming support. Fair. Oh, my bad. This was too bad, baby girl. Too bad. That shit too bad, bro. That shit too bad. Thanks to the importance of reasoning tokens, OpenAI suggests allocating a budget of around 25,000 of these for prompts to benefit from the new models. The output token allowance has increased dramatically to 37, 32. Okay, whatever. Hidden reasoning tokens. Ooh, interesting. A frustrated detail is okay. So they're trying to hide some stuff. Sure, it's not open at all. It's just competitive now. Took 10 years of research for them, right? Okay. Singularity is near, feel the AGI, and so on. Okay. It is the thing. We say that models are hallucinating, but I think even I may have used incorrect syntax or library imports at times. Hallucinating is yes when they try to. Cool. Let's do one more question now. That's enough of a break, I guess. Then we'll go do some housework, I guess. You know. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna do subsets. So we'll have like a backtrack function or like some sort of DFS function. The moment you reach a function, you add something to your answer array. You add something to the answer array. You go below, go inside, add something, go inside, add something. You pop that thing, but you keep incrementing the index till you reach the very end. So it means that, hey, you know what? You went inside, you pushed everything, then your recursion went back, you removed an element from the very end, and you again incremented the index. So it's like, hey, you know what? I recursed back. I went in again, and then okay, cool. I get it. So ans is gonna be this, right? Path is gonna be this. Def back idx. I'll say non-local answer path. I would say, right? And now what I'll say is if idx equal to len noms, right? If my index is equal to len noms, append path, and then I'll say return, right? That's the exit condition, right? I will say now path dot append nums of idx back of idx plus 1 path dot append path dot pop back of idx plus 1 back of 0 and then I'll just say return the answer, I guess. Oh no, it should be like path plus. Oh no, I don't need this, right? Right, so let's see. Let's try it on this. 1, 2, 3 I pass it 0. It's not, so I say append 0 first. Sorry, append 1, append 2, append 3, index plus 1 equal length of 1. So it says, okay, I added 1, 2, 3. I go back, I go back, I pop 2, I do index plus 1, so it does 1, 2 is what it appends. Right, and then yeah, I don't know, bro. Why did I get this wrong? I know it's gonna be wrong. I'm just checking why it's wrong. Because I did not append a copy. Come on, bro. बस क्या माम पागल हो गए क्या माम? Oh my god, dude. This is annoying, bro. This is annoying, bro. When using a global variable and appending it to another, okay, and modifying it in recursion, I did not do a copy of that object, and hence my final answer kept modifying the same object and returned a wrong answer. Life, bro. This shit sucks, bro. This shit sucks, bro. Cool. Cool. What else should we do now? We did four of these. I think I'm gonna go through a bunch of these questions and try to understand some solutions, maybe some reading. Man, the fatigue is wild.